Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Titans and the Vikings, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here. As it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw once more on second and 10. Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Flushed out right. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. They went through 2-minute drill, and they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. 1 quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Left wing 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
on 2nd and 9. Willis, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dillon up the middle. Down to about the 37.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Hilliard, and he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there at CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings! They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Willis. Caught by Woods. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, This defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, the ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Dillon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second and goal, here's an option play left. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Malik Willis, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Willis on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Willis on third and goal. Touchdown! A.J. Dillon as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear. And that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver. And it sets up a 1st and goal.
Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or 2 to punch this one in.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. To throw, Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Willis looks to pass it here. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Andrew Booth picks it off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 147 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Dillon on the inside give. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Second down throw coming by Willis. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They run again on first down. Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
They have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1st and 10, Willis. He gets it to Burks again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Willis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Willis. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Cousins to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On second down, it's Cook again. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Cousins. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in his game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match the opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
182 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions and the Lombardi Trophy.